thank you for that hawk. You can see her soaring up there. A fairly large one too. All the animals today got greeted with a great blue heron when we parked, a loon or a snakebird, cormorant. That's what I meant to say, cormorant. Well, there was a loon too, and a logger shrike. Morning. And now the hawk. There was another hawk there too. When we first landed, here's the eastern wetlands. You can actually see the wetlands. Oh, there goes a white crane. Oh, she landed again. Oh, nope, there she goes. You can see her between the trees. Maybe she's flickering a little bit. She'll come up around over here. There she is. Now she's getting ready to land. There she landed over there. Sweet. So, it's been an amazing 24 hours. A beautiful 24 hours. In my little humble opinion. So we got back to the apartment after our little adventure and getting to the grocery store, and gratefully all the pieces I picked out for us this week, including a treat for us, went just within the budget. I'm like, yay! I had put a couple of pieces, including our treat, kind of towards the back with a extra thing, and I says, well, I gotta wait to see what my total is. And of course, quite a few of the things that we got were 50% off. I love going to the little manager's special section, and and so then I re-scripted and took out some parts where I was putting myself down, so to speak, and a little letter I had written to a sister, and kind of reworked that a little bit, holding strong to my truth and not negating my own feelings. And then from there, went into our lunch and eating our treat. Rashidi was so happy. And yeah. So I was listening to the Eye of Wisdom, and I was like, oh, once again, yep, that was my beautiful yesterday. And the energies are for today, and I'll share once again, this is my meditation, walk rambling. It's kind of like a journal for myself. Something I have done since I was a little girl. I used to write it all those years, but you know, you can't carry all those journals around with you all the time. So when I started on the peregrination, Spirit was like, record, and work on your voice, you know, just share what's coming from your heart. And so that's what I began doing. And Then when the big December 21st, 2023 8th fire thing took place and I lost Rashini, or Damon, hut, hut, I, hut, hut, had lost all of everything from the past. And I heard so clearly, it will all come. It's all in the Akashic records. Hakuna Matata, no worries. We're going to do this differently. And so I'm like, okay. Well, now it's, anyway, back to, so, if you get something from it, great. If you don't, scroll on. It's not for you. Hakuna Matata, no worries. Peace, love, and light. Peace, dignity, and freedom to us all. For us all. Hut, hut, hut. You know better than that. Thank you. So, listening to the Eye of Wisdom, and then I only got maybe 10 or 15 minutes where I felt like I got a nap, and I sat straight up, and it was like, you need to get laundry done. So I got out my little portable machine and I did my laundry. And while I was doing my laundry, obviously I had to move the bed out, and she was like, nope, you're not going back in that space. And I'm going, thank you. I'm so tired of being like back in this little corner. I need room, I'm like, let's open this space up a little bit more. So my bed went to the east wall, and it's like, it's time for this new beginning. You've done the purge, and we're in the process of assimilating it all. So, and moving into a new direction. I'm like, okay, hut, hut. So, let me get your leash back off. There you go, sweetie. And, oh my gosh, that felt so good. And I have the raven with the moon that's been on the west wall, and she's like, take me down. You need to wrap yourself in me. I'm like, okay. There's that tween stage between summer and winter, and you don't want to quite put all the layers on, because then you got to take all the layers back off when you get into the heat of the day, and because that's the way it works here in the desert. And so I'm like, oh yay, I get to actually use her. So then my other quilt that had been on the north wall from the very beginning, it just never really felt completely right there. It's kind of like, you're the kind of the west fall colors for me. So she went up in the west, and the altar moved into the center of the north wall with my fan and my personal altar, and the cougar, the panther, the white panther went up on the wall, and it's like, oh my gosh. And a few other pieces is like, okay, it's time to let all these pieces go. That portion's done. Just felt so good, clean, clear, crisp, refreshing. Oh, we got such a good night's sleep last night. Didn't we, little buddy? Little chief, we got such a good sleep last night. And really didn't want to get up this morning. And, but, I heard the alarm and was like, okay. And we had a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous fire this morning. Just sweet, fulfilling. We had some deep stuff come through, but not, overwhelming. It's basically, we're on this 1818 and the no kings, and speaking about counsel and how to bridge, and that song Bridge of Light from Happy Feet kept coming to my and I meant to share it, but I ended up sharing something else when it was time for me to voice. It's sometimes you open your mouth and you just allow your heart to share. But I did. I had that song, Happy Feet's Bridge of Light, coming through. And then it had me thinking about love. Oh, just be love, just be love. Well, this is my thoughts on love. Just be love. Well, sometimes love hurts. Sometimes the most loving, kindest thing you can do is say no. Sometimes the most kindest, loving thing you can be or do is a yes. It's not that the compassion is not there, but sometimes love doesn't feel like love. And no, you are not rolling in that, my love. Thank you. And this is where, it kind of gets me when people, just love them, just be love, just be love. Well, maybe they are. We can't be anything but love, really. Because love is what we're made out of. But sometimes love says no. Sometimes love, has to take a stand for itself and love itself by saying no. Sometimes the most loving thing is no, when say that alcoholic comes, say that drug addict comes, say that shopaholic comes, or that foodaholic comes, and it's not in their best interest, and you keep giving and giving and giving and giving, and then that one moment you just like, no, because you need help, or you need this, or you need that. Creator does that for us. Creator does that through each and every one of us all the time. So this is where, okay, yeah, I am more than happy to be loved. I am more than happy with, when we think of love, we think of those ooey gooey, romantic feelings, and everything is so peaceful and nice and kind and blah, blah. No, not always. We need to start turning back. About time for my shake. I've got a lot of beautiful, beautiful energy, and that was shared through me yesterday, and all the things that I got accomplished and taken care of and resituated and going, this is what feels right. But so for me, it's not the ooey gooey, yum yum, everybody, getting along and da 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 da. No, it's peace and allowing the other person their peace, their dignity, their freedom, and us having yourself being in that place of peace. Like, no, this is what feels good and right for me. I send you a lot of love and light. I honor you and respect you and your space. It's kind of that agreeing to disagree type of thing. You are free to be who you choose to be, but I'm not contributing to this, any further or any longer or whatever it may be. And, that energy may stay, or it may move on to something else that resonates more deeply with them. Hakuna Matata, no worries. That's being love. It's not, it's hearing each other. That's one of the beauties of the talking circles, is everybody gets an opportunity to share, have their hearts heard, their feelings acknowledged, and really listening. You may not agree. It may strike something up inside of you. Wait, it may strike something up in you. However, that's for you. That's for you to take a look at, whether it feels good or not. And dive down into it and find the truth. Come to your place of peace within it. Peace and understanding. Finding your dignity and freedom within it. And that's love for me. What true love is. The real, honest, integral love. It's not necessarily, all this ooey gooey, I want to say what's the word I want? It's not necessarily always the ooey gooey, romantic love that we've been taught that we must find and be with everybody. And nah. That's, to me, that feels more like spiritual bypassing, what they call spiritual bypassing. So, I guess that's what my heart wanted to share today. We have our, even amongst the most, even Jesus took and flung that table and said, "Get thee out of here." It's not that you don't get angry. All of our feelings are valid. All of our feelings bring us to this true center within, shows us and teaches us different things about ourselves. And this is the other piece that gets me all the time is, I want to change the world, and that just creates this us and them. And, we need to find a way to bridge and bring it all together. Well, that's what this Pluto retrograde and a lot of these other planets in retrograde, we still have, still have 5 planets in retrograde right now, but Pluto has gone direct, and we've had these beautiful trines taking place, grand trines that will never take place in our lifetime again. And it's all around Venus. Most of them have Venus involved. I think all of them have had Venus and or the moon involved. And the moon is around our emotions, our feelings, and Venus is around that love and relationship, and Jupiter being an expansion of that, and Saturn grounding it. Those are the ones that I can think of right here, right now. And then we have the solar stuff taking place, and AI Atlas. Don't forget about AI Atlas and the 17 other comets that are in our solar system right now. So all of that was taking each and every one of us inward. Inward. What is your true beliefs? What is your true feelings? What is your true emotion? What is your song? Taking us inward to dissolve all that old programmed schmuck that we have been taught in this colonialistic age, trying to get the power over and making us compete against each other and all those kinds of crazy things, taking us inward and finding the real crystal clear pearl at the center of our hearts, and now moving out to be that, grounding that. And when each one of us does this and dissolves those conflicts within, oh my, oh wow. And nobody can do it for each other. I can't do it for anybody. Nobody can do it for me. Each one of us, each and every one of us must go within and do that. That is the only way, in my understanding, where true peace can prevail for each and every one of us. And that's how we bring peace on earth. At least that's what feels right in my heart. That's what I've heard from many, many elders. And many times, if someone has, in those native villages, what I have learned, at least from some elders in many different tribes, nations, you know that when someone disrespects or loses themselves and a conflict arises, you know, they communicate with each other. Many times they may have a third, an elder that may need to be there with them, or a grandmother or an auntie or a medicine person. However, there's also those times where they are sent out from the village and they must find their javelina, their ego, their whatever it may be, and they have to, and then they bring that javelina back to feed the family, to feed the rest of the community. And that javelina is a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing lesson, you could say, a sharing, a feeding for the whole community to benefit. The entire community gets to benefit. Wow, that's some powerful shit right there, in my little humble opinion. And yeah, that's love. That's love. Did it look like love in the beginning? Hell no. It did not. It looked like, oh my gosh, you know, for each and every one of them. You know, you've got to realize it's difficult on the parents. It's difficult on the community, not just the person that got sent off. Not just the person who they had the conflict with, you know, and that person sometimes, no, baby, don't go down in there, okay? I know, we've walked that trail before. Hut. Okay, time to go. I I think I've spoken enough. But it's a beautiful, beautiful thing for everyone concerned. Everyone concerned. What do you see, smell down there, babe? Chief? Something's there, huh? We coming back by and you're honing in on this spot again. Okay.
Good morning.
Oh.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's pretty focused on what's in the tree. Okay. So, I think that's all I have to share. This stone is speaking to me. Wow. Look at that. Oh, that reminds me of Buddha. Look at those eyes. And then oh, wow. Wow. That's cool. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Rashini. Okay, let's go. All right, blessed be. Have an awesome day.